starting to see this all over again.
Yeah.
Explain to us, from what you understand so far, what is going on with NTSA?
I think there was a time I was here, and I remember me saying that NTSA is properly captured by the government,
Okay.
what you call state capture, because the initiative are good. Vehicles should be inspected. Even if you go to the developed countries, vehicles 4 years old, they're inspected. And that is something which we were proposing as Road Safety Association, and we pushed it. And but all of a sudden, it was hijacked. We did not say that vehicles, private vehicles, to be going for inspection after every 1 year. That is not possible. It was after every 4 years, then these vehicles are properly checked when they are getting into our roads. And as we come to that, that was just part of our recommendation, because we were losing, and we are still losing, over 5,000 Kenyans every year. So we came up with many recommendations, because we were trying to look at the areas whereby we can reduce these accidents. And we had many areas. About private inspection, I think it was the last. There were the first things which were supposed to be implemented, which have not yet been implemented. Because if you talk of inspection, in our country, we have only 17 inspection centers. And they are supposed to inspect all PSV vehicles and any heavy commercial vehicle. That is their work. 17. And in the 17, as we are talking, we've been complaining that vehicles are not properly inspected. So why do we start to bring private vehicles? And the ones which are supposed to be inspected, already they are not inspected. So and if you look at the trend, like last year, heavy commercial vehicles, these heavy lorries, every accident killing many people, they were involved. And then we said 4 to 5 years, these vehicles have never been inspected. So that was the first area we were supposed to approach. Then from there, we looked at the numbers. Bodas, riders, the number was very high. So we wanted the Matiang'i, whatever they were doing, to be implemented, which they did. We spent a lot of government money coming up with what's supposed to be done, but it has never been done. Then we were coming to the pedestrians. How can we save these people? Because the number of the pedestrians was high. So when we again see that private vehicles must go for inspection, there is no, even those inspection centers are not there, and now you want it to start by the first month of July, and all vehicles must be inspected. Who is going to inspect these vehicles? Where are they going? That was a challenge.
Are you saying that today, as we speak, based off the current existing conditions or requirements, that all the business or vehicles being used for business purposes should undergo inspection? That even at the moment, using the 17 centers, we are not able to do that. Does this point to the fact that even if we were to implement the new regulations, still NTSA does not have capacity?
They don't have
to implement that provision. One asks the question, then why pass it? Why push for it?
Because there was a lot of interest inside from the highest offices, a lot of interest. This is why we realized that it is given to a private entity. We don't know how this private entity came to be, and then all of a sudden, even the cameras, you call it a PPP. It is a private partnership. You see what I mean? And when you use that model, you can give an example with the expressway. Look at the expressway. Yes, it was under that model. But first of all, the people who are given, they were to build the expressway so that now they can start getting their money back. But this is completely different. They want to use the already cameras which are there, fixed by Kenha and Safaricom, and then they want to reap money there and start getting their money. So that is why some of us went to court, because we were there from the beginning, starting from for that implementation. We were there. Then there was things which were supposed to be done before it is implemented. So many things were to be done. We needed to know, where are we going to get the equipment of inspecting these vehicles? Who will bring these equipment? Because they must be standard, the same thing, not different things. So all these things were not done. But all of a sudden, surprise, that the inspection, it has been passed, and vehicles from fast, people will start being arrested. So that is why we had to go to court. In fact, we were the first people to go to court, and we went to Nyeri. We said that there was no proper participation, and that case was thrown out, and they said that there was enough participation. But now everything can prove that Kenyans now are complaining. Then come again, NTSA is trying to bite so much that it cannot even swallow. Then from there, they are talking about instant fines. Here comes a company called Pesaprint. It is involved. Pesaprint, we've been complaining about it because it was awarded 2 billion contract to make sure that every Kenyan have a digital driving license. Today, how many Kenyans have those digital driving license? They don't have. And all of a sudden, we see again, it is now awarded another 4 billion to do the same thing which it was supposed to do.
Are you saying that a company that had been given work to do before, say, the issuance of digital licenses and failed to do that, is the same company that has been given more roles, yet based off existing evidence, it failed?
I'm telling you, more roles. They are the ones in charge of these instant cameras. They are the ones, again, in the same contract, again, coming up with another digital driving license. We don't know whether it is just like the other one or what is going on. So, it's confusing Kenyans. And I want to tell you, when I was here, I remember I told you guys that NTSA is under the state capture. We have the right people in NTSA. For the first time, we have an engineer as the DG. We have the best. We have Mwashetani as the chair of the board of NTSA. But I want to tell you that these people have nothing to say. The NTSA is now controlled, and I want to say this without fear. It is now controlled by the PS Transport, Mr. Mohammed Daga. I'm telling you, everything is about presidential directives. And the DG said this when he was in one of the media houses. He said it clear that he is following the presidential directives.
Okay.